Hello traders, the title of the video is Pitchfork tool swing trading tips that work. Are you looking for Pitchfork tool trading tips that work? Are you tired of using the Pitchfork tool unsuccessfully? Alright, if you say yes, alright, let's begin the demonstration. Alright, so assume that you are a swing trader that wants to use the Pitchfork tool more successfully. In this tutorial, I will share with you swing trading tips of trade using the Pitchfork tool trading strategies that work. Alright. It's a very simple trading tool, alright. So I've been talking about this for some time. There is also a playlist about the Pitchfork tool trading at the Pro Traders YouTube channel. So you may YouTube search, okay, Pitchfork tool trading playlist by the Pro Traders YouTube channel, alright. And you may watch, okay, many videos, okay, that will help you to improve your Pitchfork tool trading. So I know what these other traders are thinking. Traders have been following us and say, George, here we are again. You're going to talk about the same stuff. Okay, what are we going to do today? All right, stay with me. Don't run away. All right. So stay with me, please. So what we're going to do today, we're going to apply the Pitchfork tool to this stock, CERN now, Corporated, all right, Epic CERN. I hope my pronunciation is correct, belonging to the technology sector, all right? So we will going to apply it, and I want to share with you a few things that you need to know as a swing trader, all right? So what we are doing is that you know how to use the Pitchfork tool, you know how to draw the Pitchfork tool, you have been using the Pitchfork tool for some time. So we want to look at different scenarios, okay, that arise when one is using the Pitchfork tool, the thing that you should be aware of, how to handle them, okay, when you are technically trading. That's the point of this tutorial. So don't think that we're going to talk about the same thing. We're going to look at it from a different angle, so to speak, all right? So the first thing that we need to do is to draw the Pitchfork tool. We need 3 points. This point, that's the first point, second point, a third point. So if you don't know what we are talking about, it means that you have to check out that playlist that I mentioned earlier on. So you can see here that the price went down, all right? So price went down and then rally up. So you can see, so first thing that you want to check is the slope of the Pitchfork tool. Is it going up? Is the Pitchfork tool rising? Is the Pitchfork tool, okay, declining? Here it is declining. So if it's declining, we are giving priority to bearish trading setup where on the edge and also at a hot spot trading zone. Right? Whenever you are using a Pitchfork tool, remember those are two words, on the edge and hot spot trading zone. One cannot use the Pitchfork tool without talking about market geometry. So whenever you hear somebody talking about Pitchfork tool, just understand that the person is also talking about market geometry. It is almost impossible to talk about Pitchfork tool without mentioning market geometry. So whenever you are using a Pitchfork tool, try to combine it all the time with market geometry. So what is happening here, all right? So if you look carefully, sometimes this is a good example here because you can see that the price was below the median line of the Pitchfork tool. So after you see, when can we draw the Pitchfork tool? So price went down to this point and then rally up to this point. After this move is completed, that's the only time that we can draw the Pitchfork tool. Before that, we cannot. All right. Now, as the price start going down here, if this candlestick bar is closed, now we can draw the Pitchfork tool. Okay. So you can see that the first leg of the price action was stuck below the median line of the Pitchfork tool. Then the price rally up, break above the median line of that declining Pitchfork tool. All right. And look, it stopped on the angle here. This is very interesting here. It stopped here and then start coming down. So after this candlestick bar here, so first thing, what usually takes place when people draw the Pitchfork tool and then they look at it, they say, so what? What should we do now? All right, they're looking at the Pitchfork tool and they say, what should we do now? Okay, it's declining, so what? What you need to do when you draw the Pitchfork tool, try to concentrate on the price. So here we have price went down, price rally up. Now we have what? a bearish engulfment. This is very interesting bearish engulfment here. Why? Look carefully. We have an inverted bullish hammer plus that bearish candlestick. This is a powerful, okay, bearish engulfment. Just this candle alone for candlestick pattern traders at this junction here is alerting that there are orders here to sell because price went up. It's a bullish, you see, price went up, bullish candlestick bar. Now this one, it was made by sellers here, so it's telling us that there are orders here to sell. If you missed that one, if you did not acknowledge that candlestick bar, here it is now. This one is printing it bearishly. So after those two candlestick bar, even the first one is sufficient for us at once it's closed to alert us that there is a high chance that sellers here will continue to sell. But if you miss that, now you have a bearish engulfment. So use the pitchfork tool with the candlestick pattern on the what? So remember, don't miss it. Don't miss it, my friend. Don't miss it. When we are using the pitchfork tool, we must trade on the edge and also at a hot spot trading zone. This is what is going to help you. Those are the first two tips that you want to understand: on the edge and also hot spot trading zone. So this was on the edge, yes or no? On the edge. Candlestick bar is primarily up. Now, we talk about candlestick pattern. We talk about paying attention to the price, okay? So here we are. You can see if you apply, look, the Fibonacci, can we draw it now because I have another line already here? Let's try to do that. If you draw Fibonacci retracement or move from here to here, you can see that this move up, or this rally up after a down move is in the zone of 50%, a 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. So the dominant force was bearish. Prior rally up to 50%, 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level of this move down. If we see a bearish candlestick pattern here, is indicating to us that they are more likely to sell it. All right. Earlier wave traders will understand what is taking place here because the price went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and went up 1, 2, 3. What is the pattern coming to our mind? A zigzag pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here it stopped here. So talking why people did buy here. Can you answer that question? Why people did buy here? Why it's so important to pay attention to the price? Let me put it to you in a different way. Why it's so important to monitor the reaction of the price in this zone? Remember the first two tips, on the edge and a hot spot. This is what? A hot spot trading zone. Why? Because any intersection with horizontal line and any part of the pitchfork tool is a hot spot trading zone. So here we have a hot spot trading zone, and also on this you see we have again a hot spot trading zone was here before because of the intersection of this line and a part of the pitchfork tool, intersection of the same line and a part of this pitchfork tool. This is what? A hot spot trading zone. All right. So when you are using a pitchfork tool for swing trading purposes, look only or pay attention or give consideration only to trading setup that are happening on the edge or at a hot spot trading zone. So you may say, Joe, what is happening here? On the edge. This is again on the edge. So remember what I said to you earlier on, that one cannot use the pitchfork tool without using what? Market geometry. It's almost impossible. All right. So here, so talking about market geometry, traders that have been following us know what I've done already. All I did, where is my measuring stick, by the way? All I did, see, we measure the width of the upper half of the pitchfork tool. If you are confused about the terms that I'm using, it means that you are new to us. So the pitchfork tool has a two part. This is the upper half. This is the lower half. So understand that, okay? So talking about market geometry is the projection of the channel. Here what we are doing, we are projecting the upper half of the pitchfork tool in the direction of the price. So price breaks above it, we project in the direction of the price. Am I measuring my stuff properly, like Lavoisier, accurately? Or am I cheating a bit? We don't want to cheat, isn't it? So we measure that way, we project in the direction of the price. A little bit. Okay, a little bit. Like this. Okay? So that's the projection of the upper half of the Pitchfork tool. Make sure it's parallel. That's it, it's done, isn't it? Is it parallel now? Should be the same width all the way through. That's it, we accept that, okay? So we project it using market geometry, you see here. So what is happening here? We are what? On the edge. By projecting the upper half of the Pitchfork tool, we are now on the edge. Look what's happening here again, my friend. Look what's happening, my friend. You see again? The same pattern. They did sell it here. You see the shadow of that candlestick bar. You are using the Pitchfork tool, use market geometry, trade on the edge, use hotspot trading zone, but concentrate on the price. So they sold it here. Look again what they did again, same zone. We have again another inverted hammer. Look at the body, compare the body of this candlestick bar and the body of this one. So they squeeze this one big time. So there again, all this here to sell. Where? On the edge. Either on the edge or at a hot spot trading zone. Have I brainwashed you today? If I did, I'm very happy person, all right? So that's the objective of it. On the edge, if you are using Pitchfork tool, don't forget those two words, on the edge and hot spot trading zone. Look for trading setup. So this is a hot spot trading zone. As the price came down from the edge, it reaches a hot spot trading zone. All we do, we just know that it's a hot spot trading zone. We don't think that it's going to turn around. We just keep watching it. So monitor it. So watch the reaction of the price there. All right, so this is what's happening here. So here, now, do you understand this candlestick bar? You see a long candlestick bar followed by a short candlestick bar. Look at that. It's telling that the volatility is quite huge in this one. So high volatility is usually followed by a low volatility and possible reversal. But you don't assume anything, you just wait. Here, this is what? A bullish engulfment. So here we have a bearish engulfment. You see, shadow on top of the inverted hammer alerting us that people are selling. Now we have a bearish engulfment. This is a double bearish candlestick pattern where on the edge. Here we have what? A bullish engulfment where at a hot spot trading zone. Now again, what do we have here? A bearish candlestick pattern where on the edge of the projected, okay, upper half of the Pitchfork tool. Where is it going? So price going down, price looking for better support level. The first support level for this stock, sell now. Correct me, American. Correct me, you English speakers. All right. Is it sell now or corporated? Is it something? Let me know in the comments section. Let's begin the conversation, my friend. All right. All right. So now, are you getting it now? Okay. So price going down. So this is the support we are watching, isn't it? Again, whenever we project any part of the Pitchfork tool, this is what? The intersection between, okay, the projected channel and a key levels. So what is this one? This is a hot spot trading zone. What is this one? A hot spot trading zone. What is this one? A hot spot trading zone. So if it's coming down, we must watch this key level, 59.78. If we break below and find a resistance, or crash through it, all right, running fast, we will be watching this level here. Now, you may think that, George, I know all this, but there are more, my friend. That's why I say to you, you must watch the full length of this tutorial, all right? I know you are busy, I understand, okay? So 40 minutes so far, let's wrap it up. So what I've done, you see, I draw the first bearish Pitchfork tool. These are those 3 points that I used. But I have another Pitchfork tool that I want you to pay attention to, all right? Here it is. So first you can see that there was a bullish trend, blah, 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 all right? Usually, you need to understand this, my friend, especially if you are using Elliott wave, all right? So trader who understand Elliott wave or trader who want to master Elliott wave must go to 24 Elliott Waves YouTube channel and subscribe, all right? So if we see the first wave followed by the second wave, all right, and the third wave is underway, we must draw the Pitchfork tool. The first Pitchfork tool that we are drawing, we can leave it on our chart. So here you see the price went up from here, to this point, and then pull back. We have 3 points. With that, we can draw another pitchfork tool. I'm going to color my new pitchfork tool into dark green. All right, can you see? That's it. So anytime a trend has started, you see the first move, second move, and the third move is underway, draw that pitchfork tool and leave it on the chart. Why do this? You see the darker green pitchfork tool, if you are a swing trader, you need to do that. Though the price is here, it's here now, and we are using this pitchfork tool. The first pitchfork tool at the beginning of the trend, so there was a trend, and now we are having a correction, yes or no? So the first pitchfork tool that we draw at the beginning of the trend is a powerful pitchfork tool. Though the price has abandoned that pitchfork tool, you can leave it on the chart. Why? Because sometimes you can see all this blah, blah, blah going on. If it continues to go down, you will see at one point, all right, you will come back on the edge of the first pitchfork tool. So that first pitchfork tool, or any time frame, when you see the price go up for some time and then start going down, you see another bearish. The first one that you draw is usually powerful, whether for day trading and swing trading. The first pitchfork tool at the beginning of any trend, you can leave it on your chart, and you will be surprised how sometimes the price will come back and form bullish chart pattern, or you may see a trading setup on the edge or at a hot spot trading zone of that first pitchfork tool. All right, so this is it. So that first pitchfork tool is so important. So now we have a 2 pitchfork tool crossing right here. Here we are. So if this move continues to go down, you need to be aware. If it come all the way to the first pitchfork tool, we will be monitoring carefully the reaction of the price on the edge of that first pitchfork tool. Sometimes you'll see that, especially if the price come down to 78% Fibonacci retracement level, all right, of the whole trending first, which means from here all the way up here, sometimes you see that the price will find a support at one of those lines of the first pitchfork tool. Or if, or you may see like this, if it breaks below it, all right, you may do something like this. Rally up, bounce on it, all right, something like this, and then bounce back, forming a double bottom chart pattern before starting a new trend again. So that first pitchfork tool, leave it on your chart. So what have we said today? All right, we say when we are using a pitchfork tool, we need to remember that we want to look for, especially if you are using a pitchfork tool for swing trading purposes, all right, we want to look for swing trading setup on the edge or at the hot spot trading zone. We cannot use pitchfork tool and forget about market geometry. The first pitchfork tool that we draw at the beginning of the trend, we must leave it on the chart, and knowing that that is a very powerful pitchfork tool, especially if a correction price starts pulling back after a bullish trend, or after the price starts rallying up after a down on trend. You can see that it went from the edge, hit the hot spot trading zone. Just monitor the reaction of the price, combine the pitchfork tool with a candlestick pattern. This is another one here again, the projection market geometry. Here it is. They are selling here. That's the shadow on top. They stick the finger up to bullish trader and say, well, we're going to sell now. Same thing they did here. And now this one is selling. This is a bearish candlestick pattern. You see this month here, they are selling. Well, on the edge. This is not my mistake. So you may wonder. So not only that, look, this is also very interesting scenario here. Are you getting excited like myself? Price from a double top. But that double top, the second one is on the edge. But we are using the projection of the upper half of the pitchfork tool, and we are now again on the edge. The intersection of the horizontal key level and the projected part of that pitchfork tool are also forming hot spot trend zone. So here we are again on the edge. Would you agree with me? For the first time in your life, this to make you laugh, I say this all the time, try to know that, all right? So, trading using a pitchfork tool for swing trading purposes and looking for trading setup only on the edge will be useful for us. Will you agree that by combining market geometry, with the pitchfork tool will be useful for a swing trader? All right. Will you agree that when one is using the pitchfork tool, one should also concentrate one's should concentrate on the price action, monitor the candlestick pattern, looking for candlestick trading setup on the edge, and also at a hot spot trading zone. All right. So those are the questions I'm asking today, and I hope you agree with me. All right. If you find this video truly useful, okay, let us know. All right. We want to know, and it's important for us to know the rating. You think that this is disgusting, useless recording again, George? Blah 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 blah. Don't go away. Give us the thumbs down. That will give us too much more work to do, and we will be working harder for you to come out with a better recording. Now, if you think that there is one topic relating to the Pitchfork tool that we should discuss, all right, put it there. I always read all the comments. All right, I may not reply to them straight away, but I will read it. If we need to record a video, we will do so, so that we can keep the discussion going. All right. So this will conclude our discussion today about Pitchfork tool, swing trading tips that work. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about Pitchfork tool, swing trading tips that work. One can combine also the Pitchfork tool with the surge in trading volume at a hot spot trading zone and also on the edge. Right. Happy trading to you all and speak to you soon.